Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about a book. The name of the book is The Monk Who Sold Ferrari, written by Robin Sharma. This is a world-renowned book and translated to multiple languages. You might have heard about this book from your friends, or somewhere you might have seen this book on internet in some advertisement or in any article where people are quoting something from this book. So this is a very beautiful book that can actually help you add lots of value into your personal life and change the life. So today I'm going to help you with my review on this book. So this book is a conversation between two friends, John and Julian. Both are advocates, they are lawyers in the United States, and Julian is a senior lawyer and he's been very successful. He's been very great in his profession and career. He has earned a mansion, a private jet, he has a Ferrari, and that's the status of his success. But beyond this, what happens is a fine day, he gets a heart attack and he's been rushed to the hospital. He loses his senses, and when he's back to his senses, the doctors advise him not to take any more cases, focus on his life, not to pressurize his own life so much that it brings him to a heart attack. So Julian does not meet John and suddenly disappears, and there are several days and months he's been disappeared, and then John is worried why he's not contactable, where is he gone, he does not know anything. And one fine day John meets him. Now within this period, Julian, who's a very successful lawyer, he realizes that though he has been very successful in his personal life, he has been failed into his personal life because he's divorced, he is not with his kids, he is not able to enjoy any moments, he has lost the charm of his face. Though he's very young, he's looking like someone who's in 57, and so on, so many things he does realize. He makes a decision to go to Himalayas, the land of wonders, India. And when he comes to India, he meets a monk, and he requests that monk to take him to their village and to help him find the happiness. The monk does agree to him with one condition, and that one condition is that if you spread what knowledge we are going to give you in free of cost to the other world, then they certainly would share the secret of happiness with him. Julian does agree to it, and he walks with them to their village in Himalaya, and then he starts practicing the life of monk. And on very first day of his training, the monk who has taken him to this village tells him a story that there is a lighthouse beside a sea, and there is a sumo that's running out of the lighthouse, and he's trying to go to a garden. Now when the sumo is trying to go to a garden, he falls down. The sumo, as you know, does not wear anything other than an underwear, which is just with a cable. So he falls down, he rises. When he looks at his rise, he sees that there are a lot of roses and there is fragrance. Now when he's going to the garden for a purpose, he's going to find out for a golden watch, and he's fell down and rise. Now when he looked at his left, he sees a lot of diamonds. Now this is a very small parable, but with a lot of principles and a lot of values in it. And these values and these principles are explained by this monk to Julian. And when Julian comes back to United States, he meets his friend John, and when they meet, they start conversing, and then Julian is telling his friend about his experience in India as a monk and what all he has learned. So these 7 principles are as follows. It talks about a garden. The garden is nothing but your own brain. So the brain is a garden where what thought you cultivate will grow and will bring results into your life. So your life will be certainly a summary or a result of what you have been cultivating, what thoughts you have been cultivating into your brain. Number 2, it talks about a lighthouse. A lighthouse signifies goal. So if your life does not have any target, any goal, what you want to be, how you want to be, the life will really be different. It will not be any meaningful. So you really need to have some target in life. Now, it talks about a sumo. Now, sumo is a person, a giant personality. You can see that they are very fat and they are not wearing anything. And it signifies a very deep meaning that you are a personality. To remain as a personality and to grow and maintain as a personality, you really need to give thoughts to your brain. Now, what kind of thoughts or how it can be given? The one example would be meditation, the other example could be reading books. So you can give a lot of good thoughts, lot of good inputs to your personality, and your personality can enhance. Now, the second thing is that the sumo, who is very fat, we generally observe they are just wearing underwears with a wire on it. So what does this underwear signifies? The underwear signifies the self-control. Just imagine a person does not having the underwear. It would be a bad situation. Nobody would like to see there, right? So this person who's wearing the underwear, it is signifying the self-control. The person who does not have a self-control, it would be very difficult for that person to live. He would not be able to control his life. So the book talks about the Kaizen. The Kaizen is a continuous improvement into your self-control. So it certainly helps. The book where Julian and John are talking about all these experience, the marvelous experience of Julian in India. He tells him about the practices that one can practice to bring a self-control to an elevated level. So we know that the sumo's underwear, it has a cable, and the cable is made of the wires. Though the wires are very tiny, very thin, when it combines together, it becomes very strong. So it talks about habits. When you make good habits and when these good habits come together, it forms a very beautiful life. Now, the next thing what happened in this parable was this sumo is rising, and once the sumo is risen, he smells a lot of roses. What roses? This beautiful roses signifies the social cause. Whatever you do for the society, when you hand over the roses which are with the fragrance, when you give it to someone, it leaves back the fragrance to your hand. So when you do something for the society, it certainly leaves some happiness back to you. Now it talks about the diamonds that he sees on his left. You might be wondering, what are the diamonds? So the diamonds are very small in the size and they are very tiny. So we have a lot of tiny and small moments in our life that are really beautiful. But to experience them, you really need to be in the presence. So it talks about the small moments like the family time, time with your friends, learning something new, going for a picnic. So these are very small things, but if you do it, it certainly helps you to make the life different. When I read this book, I was really happy that I had found different source that I really can look up to my personality. Now, if you look at this principle, these are the 7 principles which can help you understand what books you really need to read more, and to give some more thoughts, more good thoughts to your brain, and how you can develop your personality. So you can certainly read this book. It's a beautiful book and you will have a beautiful experience. So I highly recommend you to please read this book, change your life, you'll be very happy, and do certainly share this video to your friends, family members who really was talking that they really need to change their life but they are not finding a way to change their life. So this is a book that will help them for their self-realization, where things needs to be improved, what they need to do. All these practices are mentioned in this book, and it will be a big surprise to you that it is very easy to deal with these practices. So do share and let me know in the comments how was your experience reading The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. And if you want to know about any other book reviews, do mention that in the below in the comment. I would really appreciate that. So thank you for watching Motivational Mantra, and I will see you in the next video.